Going everybody, TC here once again with another magazine. This is one I used to buy when I was doing the flea market selling the figures. This is a price guide I used to buy every, I don't know, probably 6 times a year to keep up with the prices of everything. And they had cool articles too. This one basically is a Superman main story in this one. This is number 35 from 1995. Action figure news and toy review. As far as I know, they're still around, but I believe uh, they only do internet, a web page or a website. They don't sell the actual magazine. I could be wrong, but that's what I think I saw about 2 or 3 years ago when I was looking it up. So here we go. Go through this fairly quickly. Here's the main article of all the Superman collectibles, the figures that were made, Mego and all the ones before and since. Well, up to 95 anyway. Hopefully you'll be able to read that. Get a little closer. Might be a little better to read it. Get a little closer. Try this page again. I don't have any of these old figures like that. The only ones that I had from the 70s that were there was Mego was Star Trek. Here's the question and answer section. There's a section of all the newest stuff at the time. The new G.I. Joes that they had come out with. And remake of the Pilot, the 4 figures. Pilot, Marine, Army, and Navy. And here's when they were doing the Micro Machine, Star Wars. Of course, 95 was also when they, 94, 95 is when they started doing all the remakes of the Star Wars figures. Which you see me cover. Plenty of those that I was selling at the flea market that I still have. Unfortunately, the flea market burned down in 96, late 96. So I still got I still have a lot of figures that I never got to sell, a lot of cards. But it was all right. I did it for about 4 years, from about 91 or 2 till about 96 or 7. 4 or 5 years. Montana, starting lineup, that's cool. Here's a little ad for somebody selling figures. And here's the part of the price guide. This one I don't remember. VLX figure from the Droid Star Wars from 88 and 89. I've seen that earlier. $600 for that at the time. I wonder what that's worth now. And here's a quick look at the price guide. DC Marvel. At the time, this is what they was out. Okay, had come out. Toy Biz and whatever. Kenner. There's the G.I. Joe, the 3 and 3 1/4, and 12-inch ones. The old ones to the newer ones that they were doing. Here's the starting lineups. Plenty of those. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. 91 football. Star Trek, Ertl, Galoob, Mego, Playmates, Next Generation figures. Here's the Star Wars from the old, all the old ones and the prices they were at that time. A lot different now, I'm sure. Even loose prices. Here's the 12-inch ones from 79-80. Here's the 78 and 77-8 Kenner, more Kenner. Star Wars accessories guide. Could be all the vehicles and stuff like that. Here's Transformers, a ton of that in the 80s. Wrestling figures, bunch of wrestling figures. I don't know how many they made, but they were pretty big at the time. As you can see, there was a whole page of them. Here's all the other alphabetically done figures from A to Z. Bionic Woman, Black Hole, Battlestar Galactica, Aladdin, Alien, Buck Rogers, Charlie's Angels, Butch Cassidy, Dick Tracy, Flash Gordon, Dukes of Hazzard, Flintstones. Bunch more. He-Man, lots of those. Well, not a ton, but quite a few from the 80s. All the other miscellaneous figures from movies. There's Toy Biz Marvel Heroes. It's in its own section. Here's more Star Trek. That says see the other, yeah, okay. Swamp Thing, Silverhawks, Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the time. That was what was out. Up to 95. And the last is Zorro, some more wrestling. Please refer to the wrestling section. X-Force, X-Men, Willow, Wizard of Oz, World's Greatest. Those are good ones. Alright. Get through the rest of the magazine here. A bunch of ads. This is the ad section. Classifieds. There was quite a bit of ads in this magazine, no doubt about that. Here's the investment advice, you could say, of the stuff that was coming out or was say about 10 years old or so that you could get. There's some Congo. I had a few of those I showed. Here's a bunch more ads. Here's here's a 2-page spread. Another one, and here's some color Kidder exclusive starting lineups. Hockey, baseball. Here's another article on Superpowers Plastic Man and a starting lineup. Not sure who the guy is, can't read it. Here's more, the continuation of the Superman article. Color section. Pretty cool. That's called Corgi Superman Van. I don't remember that one. I had a few of these, so I sold most of them at the flea market. I had 3 or 4 of the villains and a Batman and Robin, I think. One guy bought pretty much all of those. One kid, he come by and got a lot of those. Sinister Comics, Hillside, New York. These are cool. Star Wars Power of the Force coins. Those are interesting. I remember when these came out. In 1984, there was a coin in every figure. This is the whole set of them, apparently. I must have skipped this when I was looking through this earlier. Pretty neat. More ads. Here's Transformers Part 2. So Part 1 must have been in the previous magazine. Previous issue. Cool. There's one for the box. And let's see, that's it, I believe. Yep. Another big classified ad. And another one. And there's the back cover. Advertising, I don't know what it's advertising. Isaac Asimov's Massive iBots. Overstreet, fan number 4. Okay. Anyhow, there it is. An example of the 1995 action figure toys and action figure news and toy review price guide, number 35, that I used to use for my figures to price them, basically. So y'all take care. Leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to comment and ring that bell for another videos. Later.